Stellar value equivalent to 270,364 rands a coin. The present cost range, 270,144,288.20. The earlier day close, 270,883. The change was 0.519,186%. Opposite rate, ZAR to XLM. Stellar cost expectation for July 2024. First and foremost, cost at 381 rands. Exorbitant cost 432, while low cost 376. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 398. Stellar cost conjecture toward the month's end 404. Change for July 60%. Stellar conjecture for August 2024. At the outset, cost at 404 rands. Excessive cost 426, while low cost 370. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 4,000. Stellar cost conjecture toward the month's end 398. Change for August 15%. Stellar cost expectation for September 2024. At the outset, cost at 398 rands. Excessive cost 453, while low cost 393. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 417. Stellar cost conjecture toward the month's end 423. Change for September 63%. Stellar estimate for October 2024. To start with, cost at 423 rands. Exorbitant cost 443, while low cost 385. The found the middle value of cost 416. Stellar cost estimate toward the month's end 414. Change for October 21%. Stellar cost expectation for November 2024. To start with, cost at 414 rands. Exorbitant cost 450, while low cost 392. The found the middle value of cost 419. Stellar cost estimate toward the month's end 421. Change for November 17%. Stellar figure for December 2024. Initially cost at 421 rands. Excessive cost 522, while low cost 421. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 463. Stellar cost figure toward the month's end 488. Change for December 9%. Stellar cost expectation for January 2025. Initially cost at 488 rands. Excessive cost 594, while low cost 488. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 531. Stellar cost figure toward the month's end 555. Change for January 7%. Stellar gauge for February 2025. In the first place, cost at 555 rands. Exorbitant cost 628, while low cost 546. The found the middle value of cost 579. Stellar cost gauge toward the month's end 587. Change for February 58%. Stellar cost expectation for Walk 2025. Before all else, cost at 587 rands. Excessive cost 587, while low cost 472. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 539. Stellar cost figure toward the month's end 508. Change for spring 13.5%. Stellar figure for April 2025. Before all else, cost at 508 rands. Excessive cost 630, while low cost 508. The found the middle value of cost 559. Stellar cost estimate toward the month's end 589. Change for April 15.9%. Stellar cost expectation for May 2025. Initially cost at 589 rands. Excessive cost 638, while low cost 554. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 594. Stellar cost figure toward the month's end 596. Change for May 2%. Stellar gauge for June 2025. In the first place, cost at 596 rands. Exorbitant cost 739, while low cost 596. The found the middle value of cost 656. Stellar cost gauge toward the month's end 691. Change for June 15.9%. Stellar cost expectation for July 2025. Before all else, cost at 691 rands. Excessive cost 751, while low cost 653. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 699. Stellar cost conjecture toward the month's end 702. Change for July 16%. Stellar conjecture for August 2025. Before all else, cost at 702 rands. Excessive cost 763, while low cost 663. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 710. Stellar cost conjecture toward the month's end 713. Change for August 16%. Stellar cost expectation for September 2025. Initially cost at 713 rands. Excessive cost 748, while low cost 650. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 703. Stellar cost figure toward the month's end 699. Change for September 2%. Stellar figure for October 2025. initially cost at 699 rands. Excessive cost 868, while low cost 699. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 769. Stellar cost figure toward the month's end 811, change for October 16%. Stellar cost expectation for November 2025. At the outset cost at 811 rands. Excessive cost 811, while low cost 689. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 763. Stellar cost conjecture toward the month's end 741, change for November 86%. Stellar figure for December 2025. Before all else cost at 741 rands. Excessive cost 847, while low cost 737. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 779. Stellar cost figure toward the month's end 792, change for December 69%. Stellar cost expectation for January 2026. Before all else cost at 792 rands. Excessive cost 861, while low cost 749. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 802. Stellar cost estimate toward the month's end 805, change for January 16%. Stellar estimate for February 2026. First and foremost cost at 805 rands. Exorbitant cost 805, while low cost 657. The found the middle value of cost 743. Stellar cost estimate toward the month's end 706, change for February 3%. Stellar cost expectation for Walk 2026. First and foremost cost at 706 rands. Exorbitant cost 767, while low cost 667. The found the middle value of cost 714. Stellar cost estimate toward the month's end 717, change for spring 16%. Stellar conjecture for April 2026. At the outset cost at 717 rands. Excessive cost 838, while low cost 717. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 764. Stellar cost conjecture toward the month's end 783, change for April 92%. Stellar cost expectation for May 2026. In the first place cost at 783 rands. Exorbitant cost 832, while low cost 724. The found the middle value of cost 779. Stellar cost gauge toward the month's end 778, change for May 0.6%. Stellar gauge for June 2026. In the first place cost at 778 rands. Exorbitant cost 845, while low cost 735. The found the middle value of cost 787. Stellar cost gauge toward the month's end 790, change for June 15%. Stellar cost expectation for July 2026. Before all else cost at 790 rands. Excessive cost 859, while low cost 747. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 8 Stellar cost conjecture toward the month's end 803, change for July 16%. Stellar conjecture for August 2026. Before all else cost at 803 rands. Excessive cost 841, while low cost 731. The arrived